For over 30 years, Armando Perez fought ceaselessly to protect the rights of Lower East Side residents, the poor and working class everywhere. He was the Lower East Side Democratic District Leader and a charismatic, inspirational community activist. He was also chairman, co-founder, and artistic director of the Charas El Bohío Community Cultural Center, which was a major resource for all New York City residents and artists. This is the story of the struggle for Charas in Armando's own words.
You're on whenever you're ready.
Okay, well, so far, what's been going on with Charas, we've exhausted every legal avenue from the State Supreme Court when we first went to the appellate and to the appeals. The State Supreme Court, of course, ruled against us. And we believe that they did not give us due process. They did not allow us to get on the stand. They did not allow the city to get on the stand and argue their case. It was very clear to us at the time that we went to the State Supreme Court that Judge McMahon was very animate on putting not only us but also the city on the stand. And for whatever reasons, unfortunately, about a month after that, she ruled against us. Now, from there we took it to the appellate court, and a five-judge panel ruled against us unanimously. Our lawyers then took it to the appeals court, which is the highest court, but they said not to have any hopes of getting the ruling in our favor because it was a unanimous decision that went against us at the appellate. And unfortunately, they were right. We knew for the last, 2 or 3 months that they were going to rule against us. What we didn't know and realize was how bad we were going to feel. And the reason we feel so bad is because we feel that due process was not allowed. And, as Americans, we feel that the system failed us. And so that is what hurts the most. We're going to continue to fight. We're not going to stop. And we believe that in the long run, we will overcome. And hopefully now that this is taking place, this decision was made, this very, very wrong decision was made, that it's crunch time and we will overcome this. We have in the past overcome many, many obstacles, and this is just another one we shall overcome.
Armando, for years you've fought for housing, affordable housing, and tenants' rights. Do you see any irony in what's going on now with Charas?
Well, this is part of the whole gentrification that's taking place in the Lower East Side. You get rid of places like Charas where people go to plan on how to fight these injustices, and then you take it a step further and you eliminate them. Then what you're doing is that you're taking that place where people could unite, where people could have their meetings and plan whatever injustice it is. In our situation down here, of course, is the housing situation. There is no affordable housing in the Lower East Side available. There is an abundance of market rate housing available, and yet the only thing that's being built is market rate housing. Now, most people that are in the middle class bracket may have thought that that would be for them, and they are now getting a rude awakening because they also see that they cannot afford to live in the Lower East Side because they cannot afford to pay $3,000 a month for a one-bedroom apartment. And so it's unfortunate, but I wish that they would have realized this sooner and joined us in our struggles to keep the poor and working class people in the Lower East Side.
Does the struggle continue?
Oh, we definitely continue. There are many steps that we can take, many actions that we can take, and I believe that it is not too late. I believe that we can turn this around, and I believe that we can force the United States government, the city and the state to come up with the monies to start building real affordable housing, not only in the Lower East Side, not only in New York City, but all over this country.
How can grassroots people help both Charas and themselves in the struggle?
Well, I believe that we have to, register our people to vote, to start putting in elected officials that will fight for this injustice that is taking place. I believe that if we show that type of power, that we will overcome these obstacles that are in front of us. The United States, our president, in his State of the Union address 2 years ago, when it came to housing, said that what we need is affordable housing in the United States. Saying it is fine and it's great, but it's better doing something about it, and that's where we have to get not only the president, but our mayors and our governors to start taking these actions. And the only way that we can do that is to show that if they continue to do what they're doing, that we're going to replace them.
Armando Perez from the Lower East Side, I want to thank you so much for the consideration you've shown us, and the struggle continues.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's right.
Okay, I got you anyway.
As Susan said earlier, the fact that this city thrives on the arts. People come from all over the world to New York City, not to see the skyscrapers, not to see Giuliani. They come here for the arts. They come here and they spend billions of dollars a year in transportation, in hotels, in restaurants. And what is it that supports that? It is the grassroots organizations like ours that allows the artists the opportunity to go forward, the opportunity to wind up in Lincoln Center, in Carnegie Hall, in the Museum of Modern Art. This is where it happens. And yet, for whatever reasons, Giuliani and his administration is trying to destroy this. That doesn't make any sense. That makes no sense whatsoever. Where is the future artist going to come from if you're destroying the base?
Further, I see a direct connection between what Susan sees as an artist with eyes and ears walking throughout the city and what the audience sees on the screen in Dead Man Walking. That her stimulation and the ideas that are brought about simply enrich the artistic performance. No artist works in isolation. The strength of the community is the diversity of the community. And once you cut back on that diversity, you create a much less strong impact as far as the art is concerned.
And possibility. I mean, once you start limiting possibility,
Exactly.
everything becomes pretty sad and pretty gray. It's possibility is, hope, possibility, whatever you want to call it. You have to feel that you're in a fertile area for an artist to be able to go with whatever it is that they need to say. So when you start to clamp down on the possibility, it becomes pretty scary as far as I'm concerned.
We need to open the spirit.
That's right. I'm in front of the Charas El Bajío Community and Cultural Center here on East 9th Street. It's been here in the Lower East Side for 18 years now, but the city wants to sell the building. And joining me this morning are some members of the organization. I have Mr. Chino Garcia. He's one of the co-founders of Charas. I also have Armando Perez and Richie Velez. Thank you, gentlemen, for coming out this morning. First to Mr. Garcia. Now, the mayor's office has told us that El Bajío and Charas they are calling the organization bad tenants, and the reason why they want to sell the building, they say that you guys have not come up with a credible plan to buy the place, and also that you're always late with the rent. Can you defend?
Okay, first of all, I want to say something clear. It took the city of New York to pay us money for a youth grant almost 4 years. You know, and I had to go to the office of the controller Havasi to put pressure in order for us to get paid, and finally through Havasi we got paid. So talk about late payments. That happens to all government agencies, including the city of New York, because we count on grants, and they probably count on state grants, and in return we count on city grants. So late payments basically are due based on delay of payment on grants, and a lot of times it's the city that owes us money, and we have to wait a year or two before we get reimbursed, and then we pay. Okay. So to say that is sad. It's sad for professional people to say that.
Now, Mr. Perez, what will this neighborhood stand to lose if this cultural center is to close down?
Well, we would lose all the programs that we've had here throughout the years. But I would like to say one thing.